Hi, chat. Welcome to stream. We are back with more Ace Attorney. I've decided to change the fit up for today. I'm rocking the Edgeworth special. You know how it is. The red. I made a shitty little cravat. I don't know if you can tell because it's like, but I made like a little cheap ass cravat out of some ribbon. Yeah, and I'm dripped out, to say the least. Much more dripped out than that foolish Phoenix Wright. Yes. But yeah, we're gonna continue our little Ace Attorney journey. I mean, last time we were trying to prove that this lady who used to be a detective, but now she sells box lunches, was, you know, lying to us, which she is. But you know how Ace Attorney Court is. They don't really care until you really, really prove that they are liars and bad. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing today. We're gonna be proving that this lady truly is a liar, and then also, you know, trying to help out Emma, tell her sister's, you know, not guilty. Because of course, Emma's sister goes, "I'm guilty," and we go, "No, you're not. I swear. I think. Hopefully. I guess we'll see." But yeah, without further delay, I say we gotta get in. Let's dive right in. Let me get that tunes on. All right, beautiful. Alrighty. Back at it. I think it was Trial Ladder. Trial Ladder, as they say. 1:56 on February 23rd. Hey, that's kind of close to what day it is now. I mean, it's off by, you know, a couple of days, but that's okay. Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Are trials always like this with you? Yes. They're always bad and everything goes insane, and I am grasping at straws. If that's what you're looking for. Yes. Like you're swimming up the bottom of a lake, about to reach the surface. No matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there. Yeah, pretty much. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So, what happened to your sister anyway? Why does she want to die or get arrested or whatever? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hola, partner. I'm guessing. Yep. They say if you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least. Officer Marshall. I thought I'd come take a look, see how the trial's going. Yeah, looks like I'm late. Yeah, you missed like the entire first half. They've got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. That hard to slip out of, huh? What is going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. You don't say. Now that just don't... What? Now don't that just beat all? What does that mean? What? I seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? You need to go to the witness stand. That might be important. Like, genuinely.
At the award ceremony that afternoon. Edgeworth's seen it too, I reckon.
What does that mean? She wasn't wearing it when she killed them. In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. So Miss Starr wasn't mistaken.
Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab a bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell.
That doesn't mean anything. Ugh, I have a bad feeling about this. What you basically just said is shit happens, and also shit doesn't happen. So, go for it. So what are we swimming in right now, Mr. Wright? Shit. That's what we're swimming in right now. It's not good.
If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Hoo-wee!
I wish it was steak sauce. That would make everything so much easier. So this courtroom already is full of kangaroos, so, like, we can't do anything.
I'd like to resume.
What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. Edgeworth? You good, buddy?
Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth?
Maybe he's mad that I took his fit. I stole his drip, so he might be angry about that. I understand.
Your face is blue, your lips are purple, and you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, you're... It can't be. This can't happen.
I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth.
Well then, I believe it is time we continued on with this trial. During our recess... This is unacceptable. You there, take your outfit off. Stop copying me.
Me? What the fuck?
It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself.
Excuse me. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Who are you? Who the fuck are you? What's with this guy? Strange stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom.
That's there.
Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. God damn, is he carrying a space heater with him or something? Who on earth is he? Who the fuck are you?
Ah, it's you.
Does anybody want to explain to me who this guy is? Stop staring at me.
Oh, sorry I'm late. Uji? Uji? What kind of name is Uji? The roads were packed, it's just me. Long time no see, eh, Uji? How ya been? Swim much these days? Ah, hello. I've been so busy. Busy, schmizzy, Uji, my boy. You have to make time to relax. Oh, yes indeed.
G seems to be his nickname for the judge. I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you?
Oh, so you're Wright-o, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son.
Thanks.
So sorry about our little Worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly.
No, thank you. I don't know if I want to go swimming with a stranger I just met. Little Worthy.
Mr. Wright, you don't know the district chief of police?
What? Chief of police?
He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district.
I'm gonna have a problem with these voices, aren't I?
Name's Gant, Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone.
Okay, why is he here?
So, to what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Oh, well, it's Worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this.
Hey, that's my sister's muffler. So Miss Starr wasn't just seeing things. And the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. Well, that's interesting.
But To think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. 1 liter with his car, no less. I'm kind of going for like a type of voice.
What the fuck is that?
It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. Oh, what's this? It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing. See?
Chief, what kind of outfit are you running?
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth.
How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do your job?
Now, wait a minute, Worthy.
No, fuck you. I've no desire to hear your excuses.
I'm telling you to wait. Why didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document where it says, person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature, is there? Miles Edgeworth.
That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had...
You had your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the only person in charge. I'll expect a written apology.
Damn. He got Edgeworth's ass like that. That's crazy. What? Are you serious?
Oh, don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made.
Damn! Got his ass twice! This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. I've seen him at a loss for words quite a few times. I'll be real.
This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Gah.
The court accepts new evidence, but I'd like to ask the defense a favor first.
Yeah, Your Honor.
Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife.
The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not.
Would you open up for me, I wonder?
What, are you trying to get me to cut myself? No, yeah, all I have to do is push that switch and...
If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore.
Alright, you are over-dramatizing, but whatever. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore. Ugh, come on, just hurry up and open it. Fine. Oh, it's gonna do it for me? Okay. Cool, I'm gonna take a little sippy sip. Oh, you're not gonna do it for me. You're gonna make me do it myself. Okay, well, fucking... Look at this knife. It doesn't look like it. It looks like a weird lightsaber, kind of. Like, look at this. Like switch. Like, that does not look like a switchblade switch. SL9-2. There's a small tag on this knife. Does it say SL92? What does that mean? Well, I heard something similar. DL6 of DL6 incident fame. But it's strange. Huh? What is? I'm not certain. I get the feeling I've seen this somewhere before. There better not be another fucking incident that we're gonna have to go talk about and be like, oh, there was another case that happened 4 years ago or something stupid like that. I swear to fuck. Letters like this, or letters that looked a lot like this somehow. Jeez. Dude, there's fucking stains all over the blade from somebody fucking with too much Dorito powder. What? Don't scare me like that. I'm the one who's scared. Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off. It's dark red stain. Blood? That? Found at the crime scene wrapped in the defendant's muffler. Small tag attached. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us? About the split between the prosecutors and police, and this knife?
I somehow forgot his voice already.
Sure thing, not a problem. Not even a little one, really. Oh yes, it was more like this. Or I'm gonna do it more like this now, because I don't remember. I somehow, like, short-term memory lost. Also, he seems more like a this vibe, anyways. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. But unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. Detective was killed at the police department, see? What a mess. The time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it.
5:15 at the same time.
There was a murder at the police department? Detective. That's hush-hush information, Aji. We haven't exactly announced it yet.
Yeah, but you're at a public court of law where there's a bunch of people.
Wait a second, you said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Is this where the double homicide part comes into play?
Order, order, order! Well, we were at the department. We at the department were all flustered, as you might well assume. We were in the middle of a top-secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think we understand the police department's situation. Well, Mr. Wright?
Two detectives killed at the same time in two different places. No jury? Yeah, there's no jury in this Can't Record. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's no jury in this one. I've seen there's a couple games that do have a jury. I don't think they're Ace Attorney. Well, I don't think they're Phoenix Wright games. I think it's the like prequel ones. And then I remember I was watching another person play Phoenix Wright versus Professor Layton. Is it Phoenix Wright versus Professor Layton? I don't remember. You look good with the Edgeworth thing? Thank you. I know the drip is tough. The Edgeworth, you know what? Wearing it now, Edgeworth got game. I understand why he wears this shit. It's kind of gas. The chances are that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course. It does remind me that whenever I put on this red jacket, of Tenna from Deltarune, from when I was playing Deltarune. Cause, oh man, I've had people telling me to cosplay Tenna for a long time. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. We need to know more about the bullshit that's going on here.
Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand.
Okay. The only games were PW versus Professor Layton and Gray's Attorney Duology. Oh, okay. Greatest Attorney. That was the name I was looking for. Duology? Oh, 2 games. Duh. Honestly made me think of Charlie from Has-Been. I love Charlie from Has-Been. I actually did a cosplay of Charlie from Has-Been Hotel a very long time ago. This was when I was, like, I guess it was probably like 2 years ago. Actually, 3 now, because it's 2026. Shit. 3 years ago. Honestly, I'd like to do cosplay her again. I haven't watched the most recent season of Has-Been though. Department and Disorder. This knife is special. You can't say how here. What makes the knife so special? Excuse me, special?
Yes. Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else.
Let that special thing be this little tag.
Oh, sorry, Writer, but I can't say that now. Not that.
What do you mean you can't say that now?
We established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? That's quite a mystery. And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler.
Okay, man.
Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman.
I need to know more about that. This knife was found at the scene of our crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you?
See, there's a lot of things that go on at the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, righto.
Maybe there's something about that knife that'll give us a clue. Let's examine that knife while we can, righto. Stop calling me righto. Evidence that links this knife to Detective Goodman. I think the pieces are falling into place, so that's probably the thing I got. She's probably presenting the piece of evidence that had me stumped all this time. Me when I don't remember. Hold up, let me look at this shit. Let me look at this shit again. Is there anything special I can look at beyond just the SL9 thing? Small tag, SL9, yep, DL6. That's it. Is there anything else on this knife? Please, I need info. Really bad. Is it this? The memo? Because it's... Oh, god damn it. Fucking... Come on, man. I gotta play with the old switcheroo. Fucking, we gotta flip it around. It's supposed to say February 21st, SL9. Son of a bitch. We don't need to talk about anything else. Fucking god damn it, son of a bitch. I hate it here. You sly dog, Shutakumi. You sly dog, you. Always tricking me. Always throwing me for a loop. Wait a second.
At last. An honest-to-goodness objection.
I can't get his voice consistent. It's really fucked. This knife. This has something to do with Detective Goodman.
Oh, what do you mean?
My god, I can't get his voice. I'm just gonna do like a deep voice.
An honest-to-goodness. What do you mean from the great Udgy? This is great.
There we go. I'm just gonna do that because I can't do an accent or anything. For some reason, it goes in one ear and out the other for my own fucking thoughts. So we're just gonna keep going with that. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92.
And this is important. Why?
Over here, we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim.
What's this? 6 minus 7s 2 divided by 2.
Your Honor, it's upside down.
Upside.
The printed name on this memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn around and what do you get? Play my music. Oh, not that one. I was hoping they were gonna play the cool music, but no. Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down.
SL9. That's the same thing written on the knife's tag.
Damn! That guy's tall. Goodman's tall.
Order. Well, Chief?
Or not Goodman. Gant. I don't know why I said Goodman. Goodman's the guy who died. That's why.
Oh, well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, righto.
I win? What game is this guy playing?
This knife was evidence.
Okay, so bad day for the department. What? Huh? This guy just like, all right, he just ignored my shit. You can't ignore my shit. You're supposed to change your testimony. So this knife was stolen?
Yes, but on the day of the murder.
It was evidence, you say? In fact, a murder weapon?
Nice. Good show, Little Worthy. It was a murder weapon, as it so happens. It was evidence for a case long since solved.
So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder, and it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car? That's weird. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. It was a bad day. We weren't in shape to do any investigation. Something happened to the police department too, huh? Or at the police department.
You got a good look in your eyes there, righto, my boy. Sharp, hungry.
So, something did happen. And why wasn't I informed?
Why weren't you informed? Well, why didn't you ask?
Fucking... Come on, man.
No matter, I understand you were busy, what with Lana's case and all.
Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? Fucking explain. Oh, other than that. On the same day that a detective was killed at the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department?
That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Udgy? I'm at a loss for words.
And the perpetrator, do you have a suspect?
Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact.
Just arrested? Oh, that was quick.
But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Wright-o.
I suppose I could help if you help me by giving data on your case.
Oh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only.
Okay, this feels like it's gonna be a pain in the butt. I'm feeling like an aura coming from my screen that this guy's gonna be a pain in my ass for this entire case. Like, I'm already getting bad vibes with him. Yeah, we already know when the victim died because he died at 5:15. We know he must have been stabbed with a knife. Where was he found, maybe? So tell me, where was the victim found?
Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found.
What?
But I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department.
The evidence room? Wait a second, I've heard of that. The evidence room? Did he mention that in his testimony just now? This knife was evidence from a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. There's the connection between the two cases. You seem happy, Mr. Wright. Happy? We just got handed our ticket out to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gant to testify about the details. Yeah, Gant, I got your ass. Air gucked. No. Do I just present the knife? I think I present the knife. I don't present the knife. Got it. Loud and clear, video game. What do you want me to present then? Yep. And then knife, that's the two. I better check out the knife. Yes, it was stolen in the department room. If it was stolen, maybe it's taken snow? Don't like this. Do not like this one bit. Knife was case. So this knife was stolen. Yep, on the day of the murder. Faction of murder weapon. Yep, it was found in the exhaust pipe. Hard to think there's any connection there. That's the one. That's the parking lot photo. I don't have a photo of the car itself, do I? No? Okay, fine. Is it then just use it on the... Hold up. This is a very confusing one. It's not the knife? Why is it not the knife? Explain to me. Explain to me, Ace Attorney, explain. This is a rough one. I'm gonna... Dude. Like, are we for real? No, shut up. This is a pain in my butt already. Hold up. 5:15, but that's when the Detective Goodman was killed in the prosecutor's office.
What?
Yeah, because now that establishes a very weird link. Okay.
Oh, funny, isn't it? A murder at the prosecutor's place and a murder at the our place at the very same time. What are the chances?
Coincidence? This is just my gut feeling, but I'd say there's a 0.001% chance of that happening. Chief Gant, please tell me more about this incident. It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. Chief, the defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven.
Heh, you don't say. Well, out with it, Writer. What's your connection? Yes, out with Mr. Wright.
The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife was found in the lot was stolen. This is the first time we've done something like this where a press fully led us to the other thing. It's typically we wait for the opening and then we do a contradiction. I don't know why they changed it up on us, but sure. The knife was found in the lot was stolen. From the police department's evidence room. Not to mention that the victim had the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag. We also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room.
Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence.
I got you now, Gant, motherfucker. Are you gonna stop staring at me?
You two make a good pair.
That's what I've been saying. I've been saying this whole time, Gant. These two are a good couple. That's all I gotta say. They're a good couple. Makes sense.
It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here.
Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department.
See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all.
Can we get the information unofficially? Please?
Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all.
What, really? Who would have guessed?
I'll cooperate, but I can't yet reveal the name of the victim in my department, okay?
What do you mean you can't reveal the name? We need to know him. Well, if you're gonna tell us a little, why not tell us everything?
Well, case information is sticky stuff. We have to do everything properly.
Oh, well, I guess I might as well try and get what I can out of him. Oh my god, there's so many moments where I'm like, I guess I gotta save and load. I think it's the ID number because they're gonna talk about... Yeah, because Goodman's ID hasn't been important yet. Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number?
Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that.
Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all.
Well, we keep a tight lid on our ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is...
584-2189. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Well, that's quite long. And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts. 8, 2, can't do it.
You didn't even get the first number right.
Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything?
ID number... this tells me nothing. The ID number of the victim at police department, 584-2189. This tells me something. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think.
Meaning?
It has to be what I think it is.
But what does this mean? Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who's murdered at the police department tells you something? What does it tell you?
It tells me it was Goodman. Witness.
Shit. My fucking water bottle.
I got it. It's all good. I didn't spill. We're good.
What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night.
Let me adjust my seat. I fucking push my chair. No, I got confused.
None this is news.
Hey, shut up, Edgeworth. Huh?
I've just come out with both guns blazing like you always do.
The police department. The prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here.
Oh, is it yours?
No, Your Honor, I'm a defense attorney. Remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman.
Shame on you, Righto. Personal IDs are top secret.
Well, Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189.
And? This means what exactly? Wait, that ID number we heard from the chief earlier. That started with 82. I've forgotten.
You didn't even get that first number right again. The number the chief of police gave us was 5842189. Wait a second, Wright. What does this mean? See, that's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that?
Oh, ho, ho. Oh, sharp as a tack, Righto. Sharp as a tack. But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot.
Yet, Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed in the police department. In the evidence room at the exact same time. That's impossible. So what we're saying is, the same person was killed at the same time, and in a completely different location? Yeah, it's a little confusing now, but...
Order, order, order. Chief, what does this mean?
What I want to know is why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case.
Now, just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered.
Your order? The police department has made a grave error in this case.
Wait. I said wait. Oh, he's getting annoyed. Oh, didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error. Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours.
What? How dare...
We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news.
Officer Meekins? No way. Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait, aha! Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I got your report, sir. You don't mean him?
According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe.
But your officer, he told me. He said that report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident.
Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on top of the report.
Gah. Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was cool of making the connection. He did seem challenged. Damn, Emma, you can't say it like that. That's rude.
In any case, this is a serious error, a gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy.
I disagree. This feels like a you problem.
But sir, you could have submitted the report this morning to the court as evidence. Then
Yeah, you actually should have done that in the first place.
No such luck this time, Worthy, or should I say, unworthy.
I really don't like his face. It's making me uncomfortable, bro.
What? Now, what was the second rule of evidence law?
Well, Mr. Wright? Huh? Oh, well, it's,
Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant? Normally you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before a trial. This report wasn't on that list. So, what does this mean? Oh, I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Wright over there. Good job, Wright, my boy.
huh? I was just doing my job.
No. Stop complimenting him. That's not cool. It's my job. It seems we have come to the end of this trial. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy. What with all those rumors? You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edgeworth, please, just give me one day. Only to the bottom of what happened. It's the last thing I do. You'd better get results this time, really. You have my profound apologies, sir.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court.
We just had a case about a misdone, guilty verdict. Or innocent verdict, not guilty verdict. You know, one that happened 10 years ago. That's potentially one of the most important court cases in, like, Ace Attorney history. I feel like there's been a slightly more serious error. That is.
I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake I hope it's not decisive. Very well, court is adjourned.
I don't like that Gant guy. Something about him is not good. He's got a bad vibe. Nice little bam, 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 now. I don't like his vibe. I don't like how his fucking mechanics work. And I don't like evidence law. Evidence law so far has been nothing but just, hey, here's an excuse to withhold more information from you. I will say, as much as I prefer Maya to Emma, Emma's theme, kind of a banger. They cooked on this one. They made sure both their themes are equally as good. Mr. Wright? So, what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused. Huh? Well, let's see. What is going on? Victim Detective Bruce Goodman was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and in the police department's evidence room. What's this and the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. Well, that's what we're going to find out. Or try to, at least. All right, let's do it. Oh, I'm glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Huh? Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove it that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us. That indeed. Science does await. You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. You know, no biggie. Not a big deal. At all. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. That oil drum, was it empty? An oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. Oh, my sister? Erasing evidence from a crime scene? Never. Well, even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's not it at all. It's just... we're both professionals in what we do, and I trust her. Are you psychic? Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. Huh? What's that grin for? This situation calls for one thing, and it's luminol testing fluid. Luminol? Blood is sticky stuff, you know? Can't just wash it away with a little water. If you can't see it, it's still there. Oh, wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try. But me? Why do I have to do it? I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet. I don't feel like that applies to this scenario, but sure. We're testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it. Here, look, I'll lend you these glasses. Huh? You have an extra pair of those things? Oh my god, everything's red. To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see? Press A to spray it on. Okay, let's find us some bloodstains. Yeah! Yeah, oh yeah, let's actually do the scene. Oh! There we are! Ah, camera flashes. I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So, this is a bloodstain? It's so, I know you're shaking. It's just, this is my first time seeing real blood. Scientific investigation in action. Okay, well, we definitely know that this is a bloodstain. But doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course. What's odd about this scientifically? The amount, I think? The amount seems a little small. The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood? I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood at on the sole of the victim's shoe. It is pretty strange. Yeah, you're right. It is a little weird, isn't it? If they fought more, there'd have to have been more blood than this. Hey, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna mark up the floor plans when we find the blood stain, okay? That's a good idea. See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy too. I saved up my allowance to buy that. Interesting. Luminol testing fluid received from one very proud-looking MS guy. Solution used for scientific investigation, finds blood, traces, spray to use. Well, we can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case. Yeah, let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day. Yeah! Feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? Guess I should give this a spray on anything suspicious. Ha! I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. Miss Starr! You only trust your own eyes? Not bad, you do. This day-old deli box is on the house. Sorry, it's just that the kind of lead-in doesn't really get my mouth watering. I don't know why I thought it said lead-in. Check out this sick-ass spray. Yep. I just wanted to see. Oh, that's cool. You can look at it. Emma wrote her name on it so that people wouldn't use it. That's cute. Someone used a marker to write their name on this. Emma Sky. Don't tell me you bring this with you everywhere you go. Well, you never know where something might go down. Just what kind of a world do you think we live in? That's so cute. That's an adorable detail. I love it. And you can do spray. I just want to spray a couple things. Actually, this feels like a... Yeah! I knew it! I was like, the phone not working feels like a good thing to spray. This blood must be from when Lana... No, my sister isn't the murderer. She did call you, didn't you? At the time of the crime? And her right hand is bandaged. Hey, just whose side are you on? This has nothing to do with taking sides. So this means that Lana's hand had blood on it. Lana's hand had blood on it. This just keeps getting worse. Nothing on the letter. Double checking things just in case there is a murder thing. Alright. Sorry for spraying you a lot, lady. How do you feel about today's trial? Sorry for roasting you. You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Star, but no, it's okay. It was my fault. This is the first time we've had somebody be like, oh, no, it's okay. It's totally my fault. I didn't do anything completely wrong. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room right there, but I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see? I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry, you lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable. You put your hand on the Bible and everything. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman. Okay, but was it like a self-defense stab, or like a I'm stabbing you for real stab? Like, it could be anything. It could be anything, chat. For real. Right? I think so. Maybe. You know, this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? So, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Star? Oh, yes. It was a long time ago. But 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up. Coughed it up? They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know. I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I drag the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. Before long they called me the cough-up queen. Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches. You were let go? Or fired? I felt that I'd found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if these proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. You've got to be fucking kidding me. The SL9 incident? We just got over the DL6 incident. What do you mean there's another another incident? The fuck do you mean there's another incident? It's all because of that case. The SL9 incident. SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean... If I show you this, will you tell me more? What do you think about this? The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note. Good. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Well, that seems important. Really? That knife was evidence from the case, the murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over. Not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? Do you want me to present the other one? SL9 I found out Goodman. Who was that detective? Really? Yep. This picture of somebody's eye. What am I looking for here? Check this out. Maybe check this out. I had one of those up until 2 years ago. Back when you were the cough-up queen, right? Only found this ID card here in this parking lot. There's no mistaking that. That's definitely Goodman's. But it's the same idea as the man who was killed at the police department. That's impossible. Yeah, I wish I could be so sure. You already saw that. What about the photo you showed us? If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes. So you went straight to the scene of the crime? I rushed towards the chain link fencing in order to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime? Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Starr. You lying was the problem. Listen, little girl. I've had my testimony disregarded before, and I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time. Finally, we got it. Jesus. That incident really opened my eyes up to the truth. Well, nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable to who? 2 years ago. It was the biggest case I'd ever handled. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. Oh, Marshall and Goodman were there too. So they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. Doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was they never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred. What? But the criminal was executed, right? On the basis of evidence of a sort. Made-up evidence. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved in the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those. Myself and one other person you know well, Marshall. Wait, could it be? Exactly, Detective Jake Marshall. Why was Goodman still fine? Why was Goodman cool and chill? Oops, I mean, police department security detail, officer Jake Marshall. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then it was over. He was demoted. Aw, I feel bad for him. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. Yeah, you haven't forgotten SL9. There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait, those lunches you sell? There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come in to meet old friends. Boyfriends that can help me investigate. Miss Starr's old boyfriends? What does she have anyway? Just when all the detectives on SL9 disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, rookie? What?
Seems you're serious about investigating this case. Yawn.
Yeah, I am. You should take this. Wow, that looks really good. A Salisbury steak lunch? I know a certain guy who might be able to help you if you tempt him with this treat. Damn it. Receiver Miss Star, excellent for putting Officer Marshall in a good mood. Miss Star? Officer Marshall, is he your, are you his... Are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too back then. Well, this would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now he's so cold. Oh, Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting it in the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more on that. I see. Thank you. Officer Jake Marshall. Huh. Well, I'll see you later. I'm gonna presume he's at the police department. Even busier today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast they're blurring. Well, I suppose it makes sense. The detective did get killed here after all. So the evidence room is the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk, here it is. It's like a kid at the amusement park.
Ooh, a real crime scene.
Let's go take a look. Yeah. Alright. The guard station? Wow. Look at all this shit. Why is he lassos all over the place? And damn, that's a lot of drinks. What's with the decor in this place? It's very, eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station before the evidence room. So beyond that door is the evidence room. The scene of the crime? It sure seems that way. Oh. What's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so prickly, so imposing. It's hard to think straight. Well, if you can't handle cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is if there's a guard station. If this is a guard station, where's the guard? I have a feeling I know who he is already. Oh my god, he got saloon doors! Who put saloon doors in a guard station? What the hell? This swinging door makes this place look like some kind of saloon. But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way. Of course not. If you went in through here, the cactus would fall over. Ouch. I'd say be more of a yarg myself. Chat, tag yourself. Are you an ouch girl or a yarg guy? Yipes. These are sure are prickly. He must be the real deal. Yeah, I think just one big one would be sufficient. These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually. I hope so. Can we stop with the sad music queuing constantly? This is like the third time it's played in the last, like, 10 minutes. Encased in a cold, frigid shell with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her. That's really sad. I'm not so sure I see the resemblance. It's more of an attitude thing than physical similarity. Fair enough. How much whiskey this guy got? Ouch girl for sure. I don't know. I feel like I'd be a yard guy for funsies. No, I'm more of an ouch girl. I'll be real. There's a security guard uniform hanging there. It looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. This doesn't look like a police uniform at all. It looks like a cowboy outfit. A leather jacket, leather pants, a leather... What's that called again? A punchy, a paunchy, a pinchy? I know, a poochie. Nope. You are... Emma... Girl. Huh, wait, maybe that wasn't it. It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. Maybe I'm a yard girl. A yard girl. we haven't met pirates yet. That's like Tex. That just says Texas on it. That has nothing to do with the fucking. It just says Texas. Bro, this ain't Texas. Ain't no hold'em. Oh, that song. It looks like there's video feed from the evidence room here. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. Maybe we could use this to check on who went in and out of here. Actually, yeah, it's pretty helpful evidence. Is that a trap? Look, on the floor, a lasso. Huh. Looks like it's set up like to trap something. A trap? Here? Oh, wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here, but the lasso missed. You sure have an active imagination.
The evidence room is beyond that door.
Let's just walk in. Yeah, it won't open. You thought it'd be open? I think we need someone's permission to get in there first. Yeah, there's a little keycard thing. We need to find the guy. And by the guy, I mean Marshall. If I were Marshall, where would I be? Please destroy with frantic energy as always. Please! Huh? Wasn't that?
Oh. Hey, Gabe. What's up? It's your boy. Oh, one steak lunch, please. Oh, a shoe, pal.
Detective Gumshoe.
Now, no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. We really need a steak lunch from Lunchland.
Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale.
Aww.
I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Ah, Gumshoe! We'll get you a steak dinner.
Now's not the time for despair. We caught a criminal, now we just need evidence.
A criminal? You mean...
You heard about a stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal?
I did. Ugh. On the same day that the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? The perpetrator? Do you have a suspect?
Whoa! There was a suspect. Just arrested them, in fact.
It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy.
What? Detective Gumshoe, who was it?
Listen, pal. All I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto. Standing around here talking isn't gonna fill my belly.
Wait, don't leave.
You want no more, head down to the detention center, pal. Question should be over, so I feel he's down there for having a good cry. Later.
Oh no. We ran off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation's off to a running start. I'm gonna go to the guard station because I think Gumshoe's not there. Okay. But something tells me that it's Meekins. There's probably a meek little guy over here. Still, I do feel better about things a little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did. Best not go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing. What the fuck was that? What was that? So that's what I'm saying. Me a perpetrator? I'd say I was a perpetrator against. That's what I'd say. Yep. Called it. Oh, hi. Hi. Greetings, sir. Wait, I know who you are. Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth, on the premises. Yep. Officer Meekins. So you're a guard here at the detention center? No, sir. I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman. Like a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report. No, sir. How should I say this? Wait, he isn't. Is he? You, Officer Meekins, you didn't, did you? Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir! Please turn off the fucking speaker. What? Now, this is an unexpected turn of events. Sir, I'm a patrol of general affairs, sir! Sir! Ow. I hear you fine, Officer Beacons. I had some business that day, sir, so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir. So normally there's a guard at the evidence room? That's right, sir. Because the evidence room is, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. Now, the security officer was no other than Officer Marshall. Marshall? Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person! Yo, 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 yo! What the heck is this guy doing? So, what happened then? After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here in the detention center. How long were you out? Days? You might want to get that checked out. May I ask what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to manage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. A bandage on his hand. Just like Miss Sky. Suspicious. Yeah, another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First thing first, tell us how you hurt your hand. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. If you have to label me as perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me victim. I would, but you happen to be in detention. And alive, and well at that. Well, yes, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him, as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. You didn't know him? Don't you work at the... Okay. Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of light and other creature comforts. That's sad. I don't know any detectives. That's... Oh. Now I just feel bad for him. So if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. Only someone around here is more confused than I am. Great. About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir, Don't you think you should just confess? Well, sir. Sir, but there was nothing I could do. Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell the truth, when it happened, when the detective pointed the knife at me, I just hollered, sir. The next thing I knew, I was unconscious. Next thing you knew, you were Huh? And when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir. All alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. What? And then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock. Oh, the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared? Well, I'm guessing Emma must have picked it up and brought it. That's some story. Well, what do you know about Goodman? Do you think you could take a look at this? Hey! That's it, sir, that's it! That's what? My hand was a blank until this very moment. But sir, now I remember. You mean you remember what happened? Correct! That card was the cause of it all! This ID card? Exactly, sir, that's exactly it! Nothing could be more exact, sir, nothing! Alright, I better pry into this one a little deeper. Can you tell me what it is you do remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm a little lost patrolman. A lost little lamb, you will. If you will. All right. Look at these two characters. They don't look like they're from the same video game. These two look like they are from completely different games. That's crazy. Look at Meekins' face. Look at Goodman's face. Those are two different video games that these characters are from. You're crazy. That's ridiculous. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman who was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious. Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked this man to show me his ID card. Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far. That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me. What? Sir, I assure you, I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and leapt at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him. Do unto others before they do unto you. My own father's words, sir. Damn. Oh, what happened then? Well, my eyes, sir, everything went white. When I awoke, I was here. Right. What about why you were arrested? So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Well, let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman. Also, Officer Meekins is wearing shoes without socks. I hate him. Another reason to not care for him that much. And the victim whom he met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card. Oh, in other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if his body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir. That's exactly what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines. Huh? But you still ended up here? They told me that it had to be him, sir. On that day, at that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. Well, you don't remember the events clearly. No, but the videotape is quite clear. Huh? Videotape? Oh, the fucking... I know. From the security camera. The crime, my crime, the crime I swore to stamp out. It's there, it's me. It's on tape. Are we sure about that? Or are they lying to you? And you waited until now to tell us this? I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it. No thanks. I've got my own. Well, I guess we'd better go check out the crime scene. Bye, Meekins. What are the criminal affairs to see? Hey, Mr. Wright, look who's standing at the Chief of Detectives desk. Oh, it's Police Chief Grant. Hi. Hi, Police Chief Grant. How are you doing?
And you're sure this is all? You know what it means if there isn't anything missing.
Sir, it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all his drawers, bags, under his seat cushion, his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine.
I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away. Deal?
Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. The Chief of Detectives looks a little flustered.
Oh, ha, ha. Righto, my boy. How you been? Swim much?
What is your obsession with swimming? Oh, ho, ho, Chief Grant, reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? I don't know. Felt respectable. He's got a very serious vibe. Is Edgeworth gonna be okay?
Oh, were they? Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him.
Sounds like an inquisition.
Yep, well, they've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year.
You mean the incident on Gourd Lake?
It doesn't look good having your top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right? Righto.
Oh god, the front-facing Von Karma. Von Karma?
A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career.
But in court, you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence.
Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. That was real.
In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Why, they do just about anything to restore their rep. Now, depending on what the inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy.
What?
It's downright odd, I tell you, the detective getting killed on their turf, too, I mean.
There being the prosecutors, I assume? Scientifically speaking, it's impossible.
Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time, that's what it says.
What evidence is this?
Now, righto, I can't give away all of our secrets just like that. In this particular, well, it's a little sensitive and I can't talk about it.
God, you are fucking frustrating to deal with. Wasn't expecting much anyway.
You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets. Can't stand them.
Seems like you're more than happy to keep a lot of these secrets.
But you know, it's a full-time job of keeping the chief of detectives trapped shut.
He was the one you were picking on earlier.
Oh, you saw that? Whoops.
I don't know what it was he wanted the chief of detectives to do. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. Hey, chief of detectives. Oh, sorry I didn't see that. What exactly did the chief of police want with you? Oh, see over there? That's Goodman's desk. You want me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here? Of course not. Well, except for this. What, you kept something? Joe, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. Hey, it's only a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is February 21st. Better make a note of that just in case. Can only be submitted. And I should really get back to investigating the police department crime scene. ID number 59. Item lost. 221. 221 is the date on here. This doesn't happen to say anything, does it? Nope. Unfortunate. Okay, fair enough. Back to the guard station. Well, there's not much we can do. Interesting. I thought there'd be more we could do there. Nothing there. Alright, I was wondering. Just a test. We can go talk to Edgeworth. Well, this place is as classy as today as it was yesterday. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edgeworth's not here. I'm sure he's off doing important investigations. I hope that's what he's doing. I guess we'll have to come back. Yeah, there's nothing there. What do you think of this? Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this? I'm sorry, sir. Really sorry, but I have no idea what that is. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth, sir. He's passing the buck, Mr. Wright. Take a special kind of man to pass the buck to Edgeworth. Where? I guess I have to... I was wondering, could you take a look at this? I'll throw that stuff through. The guy who can't sit still. Is he Detective Gumshoe? It's either him or the Dancing Blue Badger. Where's Gumshoe? Is there anywhere I can go from Langco that's different? Doesn't look like it. Gumshoe. The Badger's still writhing around today. I didn't need to see it again. Give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's dancing. Speaking of dancing, the whole police performer has been dancing around like crazy since yesterday. Can I take out his batteries? I just can't help but feeling he's going to do something naughty. I agree. I don't like him. Reviewing evidence and shit. Let's just walk in. We need somebody's permission. Do I need to talk to Goodman about that? Yeah, I had a feeling. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor.
Well, I never thought the day would come when Wright asked me for help.
I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. Dude, stop giving me that fucking stare down.
Now, Righto.
Actually, I'm sorry, I don't need to investigate after all.
Righto, please, do I look like a selfish man?
Huh?
Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50, I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out.
The more you talk, every time, and the more I'm like, something's wrong. Something's wrong with you. You're incredibly sus.
And for you, here, you can borrow this.
Huh? Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it?
That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it.
Yes, sir, it's an honor.
You just run along now and do your best. Later, folks.
Hi. It looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID. You seem happy. Yes, sir, because, sir, we need to go into the evidence room now, sir. I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. Alright, back to the guard station. Now we've got the key card. The evidence room is beyond that door. And we have the ID card from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in. It won't open. Aha, the card reader's turned off. See? What is that security guard thinking? Howdy, partners.
Well, what's made my Bambina's sky so gray?
Hi, Marshall. Officer Marshall. Why does it have to be him?
What's that? Why does it have to be him, look for?
Man, the writers were really a big fan of like the psychic, accidental psychic trope while writing this, weren't they? Because fuck, like I feel like 90% of the dialogue has been Nick being like, "Oh, I'm thinking about something," and the person afterwards going, "Oh, I know what you're thinking. Ah, you're thinking this," and he's like, "What?" All right.
As you may have surmised, this here's my saloon.
We're here to investigate the crime scene. Yeehaw!
That card you got there on your chest. That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts.
Yeehaw?
Well, what you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. Crime scene's awaiting.
The card reader's on again. Over here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions.
Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you, hombres.
You're busy then?
Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you.
Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. I guess we're just gonna go in the evidence room. I'll talk to you later. TTYL. Hey, look, there's the fishing pole that Gumshoe talks about. I was gonna say Edgeworth talks about. That's Gumshoe. I think about them together a lot. Not in that way. Fuck. God damn it. It's quiet. The investigation must be over here. So this is the evidence room? It really is kind of like a graveyard. Oh, graveyard is supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue. Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. Surprise gumshoe! Whoa! Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. Show the truth what I heard.
Wait up, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if someone else me $50. Can anybody get $1? I would give them the $1.
Yeah, it's true.
So cheap a police can't. We'll loan anyone $50? Even me?
Oh, so that's what you're talking about?
Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today.
Just for today? Boss for a day?
Well, guess what? You got permission for the G, so now you're boss for a day.
Gee, thanks.
First of all, you won't have this.
Scene of the stabbing. Oh, floor plans. Let me look at those real quick, Gumshoe. It's an L for Luigi. I guess it's a reverse L for Waluigi, but that's okay. Wow, look at this big pile of junk in the corner. Oh, looks like a car door. There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame. Oh, maybe the guy they caught was some sort of escape artist and he got away? Hey, it's one of those human profiles for range testing. He's been shot square in the forehead. Better him than us. Yeah, that's for sure. This place is stuffed with evidence, stuffed with dreams. Yeah, I'm not so sure about the dreams.
Won't open.
Did you really think it would?
Hey, bro, our security's always check around here.
Hey, there's something sticking out of here. Looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence for some case. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe put this here.
There you go, pal. Maybe you have to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for that evidence here. That shed. I bet that evidence like it was open recently.
How do you know?
Well, if you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence is dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff to notify the detectives responsible. My times if I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence. See?
Well, it sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot, too. Yeah, but he doesn't tuck his shirt under that trench coat either.
We're gonna talk behind someone's back. Don't do it right in front of them, pal.
Sorry, Gumshoe, but it's the truth. What the fuck is that? What sort of bulky equipment is gathering dust here? What a sorry-looking fishing pole that is.
Yeah, it's my personal pool. Yeah, I did get around to using it.
Wait, I've seen that somewhere before.
Alright, pal, that's that metal detector. The one that got you that under the shoulder in that case out of Gordon Lake, remember?
Oh, right. Wow, that feels like ages ago. And I don't think I've seen this one before.
Oh, that's a bug sweeper. I'm sure it'll become handy to show me some case sooner or later.
That cheap-looking box?
You can't judge a portion or a machine by its color. You gotta look at their art. They're art, pal, they're art.
Ah, I see where the crime scene is now. I was wondering. Who leaves a saw? What is a saw and paint doing here?
Well, since the dawn of time, true art has always been a war against oppression.
True art? I noticed that there's blue and yellow paint here. Oh, god damn it. Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger.
Well, you might say it's my studio.
Here? In the evidence room? Also, I just noticed that bloody hand. That seems important. What's this? Blood? It's a little warm, but there's definitely a handprint here. Looks like someone tried to wipe it off. Mr. Wright, what if there are other bloodstains left in the room? Yeah, we should use her testing fluid to check it out. I also must have broken something big to make all these pieces. Detective Gumshoe, perhaps?
There you go, pal. out to be some kind of hooligan. And apparently from the case.
The case?
The SL9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces?
Another piece of evidence from the SL9 case. Take a closer look. Wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke. You want to try putting it back together?
Yeah, good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. Well, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up.
That's why I always carry around a tube of glue. Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. Oh, what? This is cool. Well, it looks like the top. Okay. So we need something that matches that piece. Okay. This is neat. I like this. Maybe this? Yeah! It looks like a vase. Sort of slowly slanting edge. What do we think, chat? Doesn't look like this. Oh, nope. Maybe this? There we go. Alright, this is definitely this piece then. That piece I've seen. And I think I've go to this piece. Oh no, this piece. I'm blind. That's on me. I'll go there. This should be this piece. Okay, we got it, we got it. That would make this piece. Hey, we're missing a piece. Huh? Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing.
Yeah, I got that far too in 2 minutes myself. While I was finishing it.
Well, were some pieces stolen? I bet they were missing to begin with.
Still, it doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar.
Yeah, what the fuck is it? I kind of understand how it got broken. Interesting. Someone left a glove here, but only one. It's a SL9 case piece. Detective Gumshoe, maybe?
There you go, pal. Make me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective. That's evidence from the case, you know.
I mean, SL9. It does have a tag on it. An extremely thin rubber glove. Interesting. Is there anything in here? Look, this one's open, and the red indicator light above the door's lit.
That locker is coated with Mr. Detective Goodman's fingerprint.
Detective Goodman's locker. Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that?
Well, it'll be hard to get open again if we close it.
Well, it's empty. We must have taken the contents elsewhere. Well, I think we should get to spraying. Say it, don't spray it. Oh my god, there's a lot of blood there. I just want to double check if there's anything else. The hand should have blood. Yep. Let's laser around on this first because we know that it's there. I knew it! This is someone's right handprint.
What?
What's the matter, detective?
This locker. It's mine.
It's yours?
Please. You'll have to help me when they come to take me away. Both will testify I wouldn't harm a fly. You'll do that for me, won't you, pal?
It's an important clue, huh? Jot it down on the floor plans.
I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police.
What? But you're a detective. No, but Gumshoe's right, though. Gumshoe might be accurate, actually, on that one. That must have been one massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it. I'm not a professional. What's your opinion, detective?
Well, blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman was he actually an alien?
This proves that something really happened in front of the locker. I'll make a note of it on the floor plans.
Hey, if you don't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked.
Sorry, we thought your opinion would be helpful. Let's check over here just in case there's something. You never know with this shit. Okay. So, detective, your boss for a day?
That's right, it's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department.
But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings?
They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial.
In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation. Again.
I'm out of it, though. I'm gonna take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal.
You have a locker in your tube, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course. I'm a detective after all. They gave me a locker only I can open, pal.
Only you can open.
Always believe Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens. See, pal?
So Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee now, right?
They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today.
I see.
I guess this is what you would call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case.
That case.
Yeah, case. The SL9 incident, of course.
Of course, Edgeworth is somehow involved in this fucking incident also.
That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth.
What are you gonna say?
Oh, when he was 4 years old, before you met him, Mr. Wright, his mother died in an accident.
Maybe you're gonna tell us more about the case.
This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed, so only one detective can open it.
Using their ID card.
Well, that's the thing, pal. All ID cards can be lost. Well, I'm on my third card since entering the force already.
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand.
Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint.
Exactly, pal. The lockers, for each locker is coded with a fingerprint.
That was so loud.
So, the only locker we can open is our own.
Funny, they look like normal lockers.
These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see?
The handles?
On the other side of the handle is a sensor. If the wrong person talks, it...
Bazap! You get a shock.
If that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. Anyways, the locks aren't that obvious. Yeah, some people on the force who don't even know about the fingerprint locks.
That seems like interesting specific. Hey, what do you know about the SL9?
Detective Goodman's known that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone.
Because of the SL9 connection?
That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, 2 years ago. It was the first time the world knew Mr. Edgeworth was a man to be feared.
But why would evidence from that case turn up now?
Well, my guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there's some loose ends left on that case.
Okay.
Now that was a bloody, violent case.
Violent. So it was a murder?
A serial killing.
Serial killing? Yeah, I don't want to get involved in this after all.
But the killer made a mistake. Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him.
This was 2 years ago?
And I put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight. He started the rumor mill.
Rumors about forged evidence.
It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is.
Huh? What do you mean?
Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see?
So that switchblade knife. The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Don't you think, Mr. Gumshoe?
That's the victim, Detective Goodman's ID card. These days, everything's cards and secret numbers. I can never relax.
That's only because you always lose your card.
I always forget my secret number too. Scary, huh? My face should be ID enough. What's this world coming to?
Detective Gumshoe, rebel against the system. Dude, he's gonna be so hyped when Face ID becomes a thing. You already got those, right? You know, switch way. Yeah, there's loose ends.
I'm gonna say one thing. Speaking as a detective. If I see a piece of evidence and I say I know nothing about, I say nothing. Nothing.
Alright. Okay, I was just wondering. You already mentioned that you actually don't know anything about this one.
If you can open it, they'll give you 50 cents.
No, the police are lacks faith in its lock system.
After all, Detective Goodman was stabbed you after opening his locker. But at the same time, he was found dead over at the prosecutor's office.
Interesting. Well, Gumshoe, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go talk to Marshall. I was wondering if we could talk to you.
Sorry, Bambina, but I'm off to roam the lanes like a tumbleweed on the wide prairie. Like a gunslinger loading a six-shooter, I'll say a little prayer.
What was that? What was that all about, Mr. Wright?
I think he was just too hungry to talk.
You're just saying that because his stomach was growling. You have no idea what he was talking about either.
Well, in any case, we need to get cracking on this investigation pronto.
Well, I'm gonna assume you're not gonna talk about yourself that much. Yep. Okay. Well, I have a gift for you. Steak lunch.
That smell. Reminds me of Texas.
So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas?
No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby?
Yeah, Miss Star.
What's this?
What? What's wrong?
A filet lunch. I see.
I don't see. I wonder what it means.
All right, Bambina, you win. Ask anything.
Finally, seems like he's willing to talk. Yay! Officer Marshall, you're in charge of the room. You're in charge of security for the evidence room, right?
You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it.
Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us.
That poor little doggy. Poor guy. I keep getting his name wrong, calling him Meekly.
He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station.
Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it may not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know?
I mean, you've got bottles and bottles of alcohol around this room. So something tells me you probably are, you know, not most qualified anymore to be guarding. So what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place?
Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy.
No, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy.
There's no need for people here anyhow. These new fangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place.
You mean the security camera system?
I don't take to machines much. Kind of like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know?
Not really, but sure. Miss Starr told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago.
It was my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of a crime. Well, that's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire.
You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you?
That was my case. Yeah, but it's all solved on the record books. But it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. It's all there is to it.
What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened.
There's some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago.
2 days ago? The day of our case.
That's right, the evidence transferals.
Edgeworth was talking about the transferals too.
I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do.
Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen.
Like I said, Bambina, being machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras.
Oh, these are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned.
If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours.
Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman. Are they on one of those tapes?
I reckon they might be. You're the security guard, are you reckon? One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card.
Yeah, that's the card reader by the door.
Card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through.
So this is the ID record. Hey, I've seen that somewhere before.
Sorry, Bambina, I can't show you more than that.
No idea. Huh?
I still haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet.
Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before. You know, some way I could prove that the record is tied to the stabbing? Yeah, if I just show him the ID card. Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transferal thing is about?
We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the preside and detective supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see?
So what happens to the evidence after 2 years?
It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February.
I see now.
Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever, dead.
That's wrong, actually. That's completely what? That doesn't make any sense. The DL6 incident. Oh my god. This is stupid. Fucking the DL6 incident was like a case from like 10 years ago. Like the statute of limitations was the problem with that one. What do you mean if once 2 years pass, all the evidence is just gone and no longer usable?
Never to be reopened again, never to be reinvestigated.
I have an SL9 2 days ago. Except for the fact that we have a bunch of SL9 evidence still. See this? This is the victim's ID card.
Ah, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot.
The number of this on this is 5842189. Officer Marshall, show us that ID card report again. There it is. Look, the 4th number. It's a perfect match. It was used at 514, right before the stabbing.
What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world.
So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. Wait, what did Officer Meekins say? The thing suddenly pointed its head. So the guy didn't show his ID. He had his ID card, then why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins?
Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card report.
I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. So 777. Somebody's all sevens. I'm gonna guess 4989596 is Meekins, which means he went in twice. Why would Meekins go in twice though? Sheriff's failing while I stand close to his face. Okay. Okay, so he doesn't have anything to do with this. Let's see if Gumshoe. Gumshoe! Here you go. Could you take a look at this? This is the ID card record of people who came in here on the day of the stabbing.
Hey, I heard the rumors.
So it was Mr. Goodman who came in here. Whoa! What is it?
The second number.
It's not your ID detect number, is it, Detective Gumshoe?
Mr. Edgeworth.
What?
The second number on his list that belongs to Mr. Edgeworth.
What? Now, why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? I'm sorry. I accidentally double clicked. Why would Edgeworth come to the thing? We gotta talk to Edgeworth. Edgeworth needs a stern talking to on this one. I want to check in here real quick though. Okay, never mind. He's not here anymore. Officer Meekins. Officer Meekins, could you have a look at this? Okay, so I guess the Officer Meekins part isn't important because they just assume you can deduce that yourself. Actually, I wonder. Can you just take a look at this? Okay, well, fucking no. You don't have anything. Great. Well. Edgeworth! Damn it. He's never home. Yeah. I've seen Edgeworth. Okay. Oh, that's how he's always been. Kind of gets under skin, doesn't it? I know. Interesting. Maybe we go back to the guard station. Maybe you got more to say. What do you have to say about the SL9 incident?
The sheriff's back in the Wild West.
Okay, well, fucking. I'm surprised he doesn't actually have anything to say on that. Yeah, wow. Really? You have anything to say on any of this evidence? Seems sus. Very suspect. I think I gotta talk to Gumshoe a little more. Mainly just because I want to talk to Gumshoe a little more. What do you think about this? Okay, fair enough. You already said it's Mr. Edgeworth. Why would Edgeworth have been in the locker room? You know, I need to say on these things. Why would Edgeworth in the lockers? Maybe Meekins has more to talk about? Meekins. Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this? Alright, never mind. You're worthless to me. Does it mean anything to you? Nope. Okay, that doesn't mean anything to you. Actually, wait. The knife. Officer Meekins, this is for you.
Eek! I'm scared of knives, sir.
It's okay. I just wanted you to take a look at it.
This is it, sir. Last night, sir. That's the one. It was an apple, sir, in my dream, sir, and I was being peeled.
On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife. Oh, he's overacting about the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot. Interesting. What about this knife? Okay, so he's afraid of both knives. What do you think about the blue badger? Fair enough. I was just wondering. What to do? Actually, I have more evidence for you. I gotta see if any of this new evidence works on her. I'm surprised it doesn't, because I feel like she would want to talk more about the SL9 incident. She's not. I already gave her the ID card report. What? Why is she still here? You have more to talk about, right? You don't. Detective Marshall already took the thing. It's a 9, no, head detective. Transferred. Unexpected, it's not over. This is the only place where we haven't really found much of anything. Maybe one of these files over here? A work desk. It's quite tight as one might expect. What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so high I can see my own reflection. Strange. Why does picture Detective Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take that nameplate as a souvenir. Don't, he'll see you. Chessboard. Yep. Sharp edges. Reminds me of you. Trade C-set. This row blend. What is this? Jacket. Yep. Takes a photo of it. These are the old bag ones. Ah! Leave me alone, old bag. You crazy lady. Out the window. Yep, falling out. What's this? Strange. What is picture? Let me see. Hold up. Let's spray. Just to keep an eye. Interesting. Nothing. I just thought of what it might be, and I'm gonna be really annoyed if it's the case. God damn it! You sure have a lot of monitors here.
Well, there's 8 cameras in the evidence room in all. One for each section.
Which monitor shows the section where the crime took place?
Why do cattle sit before the rains come? It's not for man to know.
Unless you're the security guard responsible.
God, you must be prickly. It sure is real. You better keep your distance from Billy there. You're liable to get hurt. Billy? The cactus has a name?
Billy, you're wearing a cowboy hat on your hand.
My rawhide cowskin 10-gallon hat. Nah, I just picked that up too, but Billy took a fancy to it.
Looks like he got stuck on the spines and he couldn't get it off. A leather jacket, leather pants, and a leather...
Those aren't pants. Those are chaps. That's a poncho up there.
Aha! A poncho! I'm sure it looks cool, but the name's a little silly.
Answer's beyond that door. Now turn on the car reader. Have yourself a ball, partners.
And I have the ID card, a real ID card. Because the investigation started.
Right there.
Look on the floor, a lasso.
I just roped me a steer with this here lasso.
What?
It was bellowing, "Move, pal, move."
Ah, Detective Gumshoe, I presume. Look at this swinging door, just like a Wild West saloon.
Sorry, partner, but we're closed for the day.
Huh?
Almost get along home now.
I think Officer Marshall really wanted to be a Wild West bartender.
I always want to say that.
Well, good sir. Yeah. I already showed you the SL9 stuff, right? Yeah. Who the fuck am I supposed to ask about getting the goddamn camera footage? What the hell? This is getting confusing. I'm not quite sure what the game plan is. Maybe we check things here? Interesting. Cool. Any criminal affairs? These are detective desks. Their computers a lot tidier. Yep. They use accept tape. What a crappy trick that gunshot was a face. No good. No one expects accept tape on the stage. Not writing a report, he's writing a novel. Interesting. It's like his babes in uniform calendar. My bad. Oops. Yep, okay. What if I were to spray down this area just in case? Interesting. It's just we have so much like random evidence now that's getting confusing. Like look how many we have 2 pages worth of evidence right now. Hey, why do you have that? That's from the day it was taken at the prosecutor's office. Is this what's important here? The day that Detective Goodman's body was found in the trunk. So this means I'm a free man, innocent. If this is a dream, sir, then I hope I never wake up. If this is a dream, then you better wake up right now. Alright, Officer Meekins doesn't know anything about the show. I'm surprised he doesn't want to look at this. It really sounds like people want this to go to Edgeworth. But Edgeworth isn't in his fucking office. So I don't know where he would be. So we come back down here and we just kind of spray around. The blood there, blood there. Like, where else? If I were more blood, where would I be? Where would I be? Moment, answer me how many fingers to see. I'm sorry, I don't know. Well, it's a class officer. They're doing an eye test over there. This is perplexing. What do you have to say about this? Oh, where should we begin? One man is going to kill 2 at place simultaneously. No, you're being. Yep. There's the business of them not reading the officer report about the killing of the police department, right? Gee, the police was right about that, but I can't help but think of him. Someone at the police department doesn't like Edgeworth. Yeah, he's no longer over there, so we can't really contact. I'm gonna look this up because I'm generally getting confused. Case 6. are going to investigation. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Chat, I figured out what it was. It's stupid and incredibly frustrating. I thought I sprayed it, but I must have missed it. There's one spot we didn't spray. Wow, it takes you 2 sprays, so you can't even just find it by chance. Why am I getting a reaction here? There's no reason for the murderer to touch this spot if he flipped the door. This must be something significant.
Hey, that's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, Prowl.
What, this? It's called luminol testing fluid.
Where'd you get your hands on that?
Huh?
I'd like to get some too. I was bought $50 from the chief.
Where did you get this ammo? I always buy it by mail order. Well, I better jot this down on the floor plans.
Hey, Prowl, look at the time.
Was there something you needed to be going to?
Oh, it's just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out soon. I was going to give him my report for the day.
What the fuck is that?
It might help you, you know?
Report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer? The one that says nothing but no problems?
Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure you could use a report like this. I believe in him.
Who needs enemies when you've got friends like Detective Gumshoe?
I'm off, Prowl. Later.
I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say too. Yeah. Let's go give Edgeworth a little visit. Excuse me, sorry, I gotta go talk to Edgeworth. What are you doing here? Dude, we did your case like fucking 3 cases ago. Get out of here! What are you doing here? What the hell?
Guests, my apologies.
Oh, it's you.
Have we met somewhere?
Huh?
Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long.
Is Edgeworth here? There, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand.
Right.
Oh, he has the hotel bring him tea service? Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry?
I am.
By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you.
Ah, yes, he brought me the latest information, it seems.
Really? Was it helpful?
Apparently a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow.
The real info is on the other side, Edgeworth. Poor Mr. Edgeworth, this whole thing is really taking a toll on him. So, how'd the inquiry committee go?
Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as communications error during the investigation.
Concealing evidence?
Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again.
Again?
I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago.
The SL9 incident. I was about to say DL6 incident. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow?
Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney. However, something happened, and they gave control of the investigation over to the police department.
The police department?
Yes, any further investigation for this case will be directed by the chief of police, Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results.
I see.
Why, I ask you? Why? All along, I've only done what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still.
Wow, I've never seen him out of sorts. Not even when, he was on trial for murder. Hey, Edgeworth? Oh, right, I better check this down. As I was saying, what's this? A record of ID card usage. Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before that incident occurred, no less? Yes, that's true. Why, Mr. Edgeworth? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less. The Chief of Police? He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me that he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed. The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. Can I ask what kind of case it was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. I'm curious about this other case. I better make note of it. AI-16. Ew, AI. Gross. Edgeworth from a past case of Edgeworth. Stubborn as always. I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. That's weird, though. The price tag says AI-16. What's that got to do with anything? Nothing, apparently. At least that's what Edgeworth said. That makes it seem all the more suspicious. It makes fucking Gant seem all the more suspicious. Who knows? This might turn out to be the clue that breaks the case. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Something tells me this is going to be the clue that breaks the case. So far, Gant is the most immediately sus guy. Like, everything that's been going on, I think he might be the killer. He might be the real killer. I think he's hiding something. I don't know how he did it, but I think there's something going on there and some foul play. That's all I gotta say. I know you. You've probably got a hold of some information already, alright? Well, it all has to do with that case you were on, the SL9 incident. And some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. Yet again. You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life. And I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. Oh, he must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. What happened? The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gant. That wacky old coup was involved in the case 2 years ago too, then. He was a top officer, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth? What I want to know is why was a deputy chief of police on the investigation? In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I had let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't? Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. My sister? What? Hold on, let me drink this water. Okay, now tell me everything. If you are still studying forensic science... Huh? Yes, of course. Why'd you say Mr. Wright and I were using this? Luminol testing fluid, Well then, you might have a use for this. Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints! It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know. Oh, I have no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Edgeworth, really? No need to thank me. Yeah, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved.
Thanks.
How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well? Huh. Well, let's get going. One last investigation. Right. I do remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. Let me see these. Look at that. Do. I wonder why you can spin them, especially because you can't. Man, these models are simple. It is just, here's a cylinder with a texture around it, and here's a circle with a texture. Interesting. I mean, I got a game made in 2006? I think? So I'll give them credit where credit's due. It's not exactly... Not exactly the most, like, simple of times. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. Here. In this blood on the detective's evidence locker. Let's use our secret weapon we just borrowed. Right. Let's get started. First, choose a finger. A finger? Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. Let's choose the finger that that will have the left behind the clearest imprint. I can't really tell the difference at a glance. It looks like it's probably the index or the thumb. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger. I'm gonna say index, maybe? Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done. I'm starting to get that sparkle in our eyes now. First, we sprinkled the aluminum powder around. Huh? How do you do that? With A. See? Ah. Looks like it did the trick. The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. Huh? How do I do that? With Y. Exciting, you know? I bet this was with the DS mic. I will bet you anything that they use the DS mic for this. Imagine you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake, see? Wow, that looks like fun. Might take some getting used to, though. It's fine. It won't go up your nose or anything. Oh, especially because, this case came out specifically for the DS, right? Because they had, my brain is fucking stopping. This game was originally released on the GBA in Japan, and then released on the DS in America with this extra case. You just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. Wright. Yeah, I guess I better give it a try. Boop, 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 boop. Oh my god, so much. Blow, blow. Okay. Blow. Aha! You did it! You found one! But this looks nothing like a fingerprint. Now you mention it, I guess it doesn't. What does that mean? I think it means we're out of luck. Out of luck? The person who left this handprint must have been wearing gloves. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here. Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. Alright, why don't we look for other prints? Other prints? Looking at the locker door again closely. Oh. Seems there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can get a clear print. Huh. Fingerprints outside the blood. We also have that other door frame, but I guess we're gonna ignore that one. I'm gonna draw a nice little square. A little cube for you all. We're cubing. Uh-huh. God, I'm using so much I'm just pour out the jar, bro. Just pour out the fucking dust jar. Let's get a, you know what? Let's just really make sure, chat. We gotta really make sure. I mean, the fingerprint could be anywhere. The fingerprint could be anywhere, chat. It's gotta be somewhere around here. Somewhere around here, the fingerprint's here. I just don't know where it is. Somewhere. It's gotta be here somewhere. Oh, I just can't find it. Hold, maybe if we blow it away now. Oh, okay. Hold on. I fucked it up immediately. There we go. That's a real fingerprint. We got you now, motherfucker. Whoever's hiding. Come on. I'm tossing. It's nice, a good spread. Fuck, I fucking misclicked again. Right, well, haha. I'm investigating for thumb fingerprints. I think I found one. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna solve this case. It's gonna be so cool, and we are gonna be so awesome and sad. I keep pressing B instead of Y. And I'm making this take way fucking longer than it needs to. Why? This one. Thank you. I just need to do that now so my brain remembers. Okay. Occur. Now. There we go. Yay, a print! It's so clear, it's dazzling. Dazzling? Anyways, this print clearly took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away. So we're not done yet? This is quite a process. Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right? Well, I guess she's right. Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth and point it out to the person you think left these prints. Huh? How am I supposed to know who it was? I could make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprint are in different places, right? That means the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So, whose fingerprints will we most likely find on this evidence locker? Oh, this is cool. A little puzzle solving. This might be Gumshoes. Yeah, it's Gumshoes. This is cool, though. They give you a whole, like, list of them. It's Gumshoes. It scans it. Scanning fingerprint. Yeah! Aha! So this print's belonging to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look. I guess that's probably because I was thinking, so what? Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. Yeah, thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there's one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. Okay, I'm glad they remembered. This is where we got a luminol fluid reaction, right? Right. There was a handprint in here. Okay, want to try using this? There go eyes sparkling again. Let's check for prints. That's the spirit. Oh, but I have to warn you about something first. What? The area with the blood was wiped away, right? We only ended up finding it using chemical means. Any prints in that area would have been wiped away too. Oh, right. So that means no prints. Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high? Don't ask me, I don't know. Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away. Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand. Age dust. Oh. Oh, cause like, yeah, cause the other fingers. I understand. So there's a finger here, and there's a pinky. It's probably this one. That's his ring finger, or his or hers. Let's just do a little. You know, I'm making a mosaic here. We're doing art, chat. This is my art. And we'll just, you know, go back. Gotta do a 2-round loop, obviously. You know, just for good measure. Get it right in there, and we'll hit him with the boom. Look at that beautiful thing. Damn, that's a big-ass fingerprint. Somebody got big-ass fingers. Who got big-ass fingers like that? Looks like Marshall. The beacon of snow. For real, for real. It looks like Marshall's fingerprints. Yep. Now, Marshall, why did you have blood on your hands? Hey, these fingerprints, they... Whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know? It's Officer Marshall. Huh? Officer Jake Marshall? Yeah. That's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime. Emma, this is decidedly different from the Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminol reaction, the blood and the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh. Oh! So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped bloodstain. Was he an accomplice, maybe? But why would Officer Marshall... Looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you would call decisive evidence. I don't believe it. Why don't you believe it? To be continued. It's a little early, but I think I'm gonna call it. Just because these to be continues are always a good stopping point, because otherwise we're gonna be here for probably another hour or two doing stuff. We are in day 3 though. We're in day 3, which if Ace Attorney sticks to their normal vibe, day 3 should be the last day. Now this is Ace Attorney, so they love to lie to me constantly about these sorts of things. But I guess we will find out together next time. In the meantime, let's find somebody to go say hi to. Let's see. Who do we wanna say goodbye? Say hello to. You know what? I'm gonna send you guys over to somebody. I'm gonna send you guys over to... You wanna do Xerox? They've been streaming for a bit. Alright, I'm gonna send you guys over to Aaron. Aaron, not Aaron. Cool person, just good vibes. I'm trying to think what we've seen them before. They were playing Octopath Traveler 0 last time we hung out with them. This time, they're playing Stardew Valley. Good vibes game. I really should get back into Stardew. It's been a while since I played that. But really, that's it for me. Next week, I'm gonna announce it officially on Monday, probably. But I don't believe I will be streaming at all. Mainly because I've got some family visiting. So they'll be hanging out for the week, and, you know, gotta hang out with your family. So unfortunately, I probably won't have any streams next week. I'm considering doing one Sunday. We'll see how I feel about that when I'm setting up the schedule. But that's really it from me. I'm glad you all could be here. Glad you all could enjoy the stream. I'm glad we got to play more Ace Attorney together. Don't forget to love each other and be nice. All those good things. And I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!